Hey YouTubers, it's Tony here from We Try Anything. Channel likes try anything, so you don't have to. Today's video is going to be a tutorial video about how to use the CASIO W-59 or W-59, and this CASIO has a module number of 590. What I normally do with the tutorial videos that I show of these watches is that I have posted below the actual link to the instructions that will take you off to the CASIO website. I've also provided a list of time codes which you can access in the description box below also, as well as if you want to fast forward, or there's little what you'll see is a little line along the bottom of the video which has little breaks in it, and that will show you the parts in which you can fast forward to find the the function that you are looking to change or use within this watch. The first thing to talk about is the actual pushers, and the first thing to note is that the top left hand pusher, and I'm going to move this off to the side, operates the backlight. Now this backlight isn't a delay backlight where you can adjust the actual backlight to 1.5 and 3 seconds. It is literally as you push the backlight button, the backlight will illuminate. The bottom right allows for you to change the watch in between two modes, which will be 24-hour, or known as military time in the USA, or 12-hour, which is what you'll see there. Now obviously if you've got it on 24-hour, if it's after 1 o'clock you will notice it goes up to 1300 hours and therefore and they're on really. And if you're in 12-hour mode, when you get into the afternoon times or past say 1 o'clock, it will say, or 12 o'clock noon, sorry, it will say P for PM. Now the other option is obviously this button here, which is a mode button. Now you can see at the top left hand corner of the as it were the dial is that you do have again what's listed here with the light, the mode, and the 24-hour option here, and that's when you're in the main time display. To forward onto the actual next mode, which is the alarm, and this is to show you how to use the alarm. So you just press the mode button once, and if you want to adjust the alarm, all you do, you press the top left hand button going on here, and that will allow you to adjust the main hour within the alarm. Now this is for the daily alarm, it's not for the hourly alarm. This watch does have two alarms, it has a daily alarm and an hourly alarm. This activates the daily alarm. Now if you want to amend the actual hours, you just press this button here to go up. Now you can't go backwards, you can only go forwards in terms of time, but you can, as you can see, go through the hours as easy as that. As I've mentioned, it is a PM, sorry, I did say P, but it is a PM that's featured when you've got the actual watch in 12-hour mode. So let's set it off for 6:30 in the morning, which is very easily done. And if you want to adjust the minutes, you just press the light button again, the top left hand button, and then let's just keep my finger on the button so you can adjust it so it goes up to 30 minutes. And it's as easily done as that. And if you want to stop the adjustment, all you do is just press the light button again and you've stopped the adjustment going on here. Now as I've mentioned, you do have the alarm will activate as soon as you start to adjust the alarm, or the daily alarm as such, but you can turn that on and off independent of adjusting the actual daily alarm, and that's easily done by pressing the bottom right hand button. So now the daily alarm is off. If you want the daily alarm on, you press it once. If you want just the hourly signal, which means it will beep on the hour every hour, you just press it again. And then if you want it both on, you press them, and if you want it both off, you press it again, and it's as easy as that. And what I will say is if you do make any adjustments within the modes that you are working on, so the stopwatch or the alarm and stuff like that, it will go straight back to the main time mode as such. So to adjust the stopwatch, or to use the stopwatch as such, you just press the mode twice, and this stopwatch it's very simple in its operation in that it measures the elapsed time, it will measure a split time, and it will allow you to measure split time measurements, but also you do have first and second place timings that you can display using this watch. So to start the stopwatch, you press this button here, and there you go, you can see the elapsed time, and it will go up to 60 minutes in terms of 100th of a second, which is the 100th of a second listed here. And if I just press stop and then press the top left hand button to reset, it's easily done. Now if you want a split time, you start the stopwatch, and say for example you've got a runner who's just quickly done a lap in, I don't know, say 6 seconds, so you just press the split time there, and that'll be the split time. And what you'll notice is that the actual time column will be flashing, and that means it is still measuring the elapsed time. So to release the split time, you just press that, and as you've noticed, the actual elapsed time has carried on. Now you stop it and then reset it as such like that. Now if you want to measure first and second finishes, so if you have a runner or you have two runners in a race that your team has, say for example, and you want to measure the first runner that comes through the finish line, and then you want to measure the second runner in terms of elapsed time, then what you do, you press the start button and you press the split. So for example, that runner has now done it in 3 seconds and 48 hundredth of a second, and then you want to see what the second runner does, the actual finish time, or the runner who comes next in terms of finishing. You press the stop and then you press split to release, and then the second runner has done it in 16 seconds 45th hundredth of a second, and then that's it really in terms of stopwatch. And finally, just to quickly show you, is what would be timekeeping mode. Now timekeeping mode allows you to adjust the actual time and the date, and you can activate it by just quickly going through the modes until you get to that where the actual seconds are flashing. Now if you want to reset the seconds how they are, anything above 30 in terms of the value, it will advance the minute by 1, which I'm showing you here. But if it is below the 30, what you'll notice when I press it, it doesn't do anything, it just resets the seconds. To adjust the hour, you press the light button to get you onto the hour adjustment, and then press again just to go through what would be the time. So in this instance it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so I've just gone way past it. So keep my finger on the button and just quickly get to 4, and then press the time again, 09. I'm just going to fly past it again. 6, 7, 8, 9, and there you go, it's up to 9. Now the next button press will allow you to adjust the month within the year as such. Pressing it again allows you to adjust the day within the month, or the date within the month, and then finally it's the day of the week that you can adjust these. It's not an auto calendar, it is literally you just got to put these in yourself, and that's it. That'll take you back to the main time, and also with the seconds flashing. And if you want to stop it flashing, you just press adjust, and that's it. And that's the watch in a nutshell really. There is a couple of other little kind of Easter eggs that this watch has, in terms of if you want to, a lot of people use this as it were, this button press, or this combination of button press, to first authenticate whether it is a Casio. Now I've noticed on some fake Casios that it still does what I'm going to show you anyhow, but if you want to keep your finger on the what would be the 24-hour button, and the actual module will display saying it is Casio. Now if you want to see the whole module as it were light up, or test the whole module, you press all the buttons at once. So there you go, and that is the actual module in a nutshell really, with all the different options that can be as it were displayed as such within the actual modules display. And if you want to come out of it, you just press mode and just go back to the actual time as such, as you can see here. And that's it really. As I say, I have listed below I have linked below to the instructions, and there is a review that I've done on this watch, because this watch is very close to the F91W. So if you've already seen the review of this, it's pretty much the same, but again, it's definitely a contender for the Casio, for the Casio collector as such like that. But I hope you like the tutorial video of this watch, and if you did, then give it a like, always helps the channel. If you want to see any more videos coming from the We Try Anything channel, then click on the subscription button below. And thank you for watching this video, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.